Today you're going to learn how to make vegan Romanian Sarmale. Starting off, you're going to want one whole cabbage, preferably fermented, if not just use regular and boil it up until it goes soft. 600 grams of whatever your favourite vegan mincemeat replacement is. I've got a whole jar here of tomato passata, 700 grams. I'm using half a litre of vegan chicken stock or veg stock, 2 large chopped onions, 1 cup of rice which I've soaked, 3 tablespoons of tomato puree, a handful of chopped fresh dill, handful of chopped fresh parsley, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of thyme, teaspoon of black pepper, and 3 bay leaves. Let's go! If you're using the fermented cabbage, you basically need to soak it for a few hours. Preferably overnight, but if you haven't got the patience, a few hours is good. Now that's going to clear away some of the pungent flavour of this. It's very strong, and I'd say it's stronger than your average sauerkraut, so just make sure you do soak it, because if not, it's going to take over the whole dish. After you've removed the majority of the big leaves, with what's remaining, you're going to cut that into cubes. Next, in some oil, I'm just going to fry up the onions, add in the salt, pepper and the thyme, and I'm going to give that a good stir. Once that's gone a little bit translucent, I'm using half of the tomato puree. I'm going to give that a good stir, make sure that's all combined, and set that aside. Now for the filling. I'm adding in the vegan mincemeat, half the amount of the herbs, the salt, and the remainder of the tomato puree. I'm also going to add in there the fried onions. You may need to give it a minute for the onions to cool down, but then I'm just going to mash everything together. I'm going to add in the rice. Now I'm going to set that aside.
Beautiful people. I hope you're enjoying this video. If you like vegan recipes from all around the world, do me a massive favour, hit that subscribe button, it will take you 2 seconds.
Now with the cabbage leaves, if the central stem is soft and pliable, feel free to use a whole one. If it's too stiff, then cut around it and make smaller ones. If you're using regular cabbage, just make sure you've boiled it until it's nice and soft. You should end up with something like this. Now for the pot. The first layer is going to be the chopped cabbage. I'm going to do a layer of the rolls, adding in some passata and half the veg stock. Do another layer, same again. And one final layer. Now just to make sure I've got everything nice and covered, just adding the remainder of the veg stock into the passata jar, pouring that on. Any leftover mincemeat, I'm just sprinkling that on, and a final covering of the remaining chopped cabbage. Sticking some bay leaves in there, putting a lid on that, and popping it in a preheated oven on 180 degrees C or 355 Fahrenheit for at least an hour and a half. Finally, I'm going to plate that up, starting off with some of the chopped cabbage at the bottom, and 3 of the rolls. Make sure you clean the plate, make it look nice and pretty. As a final touch, I'm just drizzling some sauce on top, and adding the remainder of the fresh parsley and the fresh dill. And there you have it, folks. This is a beautiful, beautiful dish. I really enjoyed this. I've promised literally every Romanian that I've come across that I'm going to be making this for a long time now. And here you go. Let's cut one open, show you what it looks like inside. Absolutely delish. My mouth is literally watering as I'm doing the voiceover on this. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget, leave me a like, leave me a comment, and please, please, most of all, subscribe. Love you all. Ciao for now, and I shall see you on the next one.